Hey guys, you remember that guy that I told you about yesterday who stomped on that Asian woman? Remember this one? Um, well, he got caught. And they found out, so look at this. The guy who attacked and stomped a 65-year-old woman, he was finally caught. But they also said that he was released from prison 16 months ago after doing time for stabbing his mom to death. Yeah, this is New York City, you guys. I don't know any other state where you can kill your parent and then get released from prison. So this is what happened. Thankfully, they caught the guy. They said that he was put into jail without bail, thank God. And then his legal aid lawyers say to reserve judgment until all the facts are presented into court. So unfortunately, the woman ended up with a broken pelvis and some head injuries, but she's expected to recover. Now, here's the thing that's really shocked to me. So this guy who attacked that woman, he was serving a prison sentence. So he was supposed to be 15 years to life, but then he paroled. I don't know how the hell a person paroles for after plunging a kitchen knife 3 times into their mother's heart, right? That's a little shocking to me. So it scares me because it's like when I hear about this kind of stuff, I think like, man, what is the point of really keeping people in prison for long, right? Like if you would expect, like if someone is if someone murders their parent or murders anybody, it's so vicious like that, they should be locked up for life. But no, that did not happen. See? So this person says like, yeah, they don't understand why they're just pushing people out of prisons and then they end up on the street and then they don't get any help and this is what happens. Yeah, so at least the guy got arrested, but it makes me question. It makes me question, like, how the hell? Oh, look at this. So, yeah, this guy, he was, thankfully he was nabbed, so he was still in Manhattan area. So you guys know that because of, what's going on and, socially distanced, they've actually turned some of the hotels into homeless shelters. So the guy was on West 40th Street, and, yeah. So they're still doing the hotels thing. I didn't really know about it. I know that they were moving some people away from like the richer areas, but I guess they're still utilizing some hotels. And yeah, see what could go wrong about dumping parolees into homeless shelters. This is what can go wrong. It should never happen. What I'm questioning is like, how the hell did this guy get released? I'm still wondering that. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. But yeah. Anyway, it just pissed me off when I heard about that. I was like, dude, this guy should have been locked up in prison. Like what? Like I said, I don't understand the parole process very well. But if this guy was released, definitely other people would have gotten released as well. So there was another thing as well. Look at this. Delivery man gunned down during attempted robbery in New York City Park. So you guys can watch this if you want. This guy was delivering food. And because of what's going on, delivery people, right? They have to wait outside. And sometimes this happened around 11 p.m. at night. So this guy was sitting in a park. He was just waiting in a park near the basketball courts or in the basketball courts. And allegedly, someone wanted to steal his bike. There was a scuffle. He got shot in the chest. Unfortunately, he died. And he had an e-bike. And it was an Arrow. So it wasn't an expensive bike either, according to, the influencer. But yeah, I told him, I said, hey, you better watch out because if people want to steal your e-bike or something, yeah, you could get shot for it. So this happened in Harlem, East Harlem, if I remember correctly. Yeah, East Harlem over here. And it's a very sad situation. So this was a hardworking guy just trying to make some money, working late at night, and he never made it home. So if you look over here, if you look in the comments section, right, I don't think this guy really put up that much of a fight, but maybe he did because they said in the video that he sends all his money back to home, I believe, back to his family in Mexico. But hear what they said. Look, these restaurants don't allow you to sit while you wait either. It's hard to find a safe spot to take a break for Uber, DoorDash, Postmates, couriers in New York City. I recommend not working Harlem at night. It's very risky. In one night, I saw a man and woman attack another man, people running from the police, and I heard gunshots ring out. Pick a different area to work. So you gotta think about when you're working. Don't take breaks in sketchy areas. Stay alert with your eyes and ears. Don't carry a large amount of cash. Give up any items that the robbers ask for. So yeah, all this crime is happening in New York. Not good. And yeah, they said they didn't even take the bike. It was just left there. Can you imagine that? I think they probably got spooked when they. I don't know what the hell. I mean, this has to be some dumb ass. I'm gonna be honest here. Like, think about it. You shoot a guy, and then after you shoot the guy, what? You're surprised that he bled, and then you're like, oh, okay, I can't take the bike. Maybe there was blood on the bike. I don't know. Probably, right? There was probably some kind of blood spatter. So, but. Yeah, I should speak more highly of these murderers and be like, oh, well, maybe they were just having some tough times. So I don't take any kind of mercy towards these kind of people at all. I mean, that is a scumbag thing to do. I mean, a person who's a delivery driver works very hard, and they don't make that much money either. So that person, it's just like, I think they just shot and they didn't think through it, and they got probably spooked out. Yeah, again, I don't think they really thought like, oh, if I shoot my weapon, blood would spatter. Oh. So, yeah. So look at this. So yeah, I don't know. They said that there was a scuffle, but I don't hear anything about the witnesses. So how did they know they were trying to steal the bike? There's an assumption here that I was trying to do that. Maybe someone saw it, and then they heard it, and then that's it. See? So all this bad stuff is happening in New York. It sucks. See, someone said, if the perp was apparently after the bike, but shot him dead and left the bike, it sounds more like a straight murder than a theft. True, but I don't know why. It's like, I'm assuming there must have been a witness or something. They must have heard something. Because it just makes me think, like, why would you assume that there was a bike theft if they didn't take the bike? See where I'm getting at? So, yeah, people are saying, oh, it's out of control. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but anyway. That was the comment section, and it just saddens me so much. It saddens me when I hear about people getting attacked or people getting murdered senselessly. And I come from a little island in the Pacific Ocean, where I don't hear about this kind of stuff very often. You don't hear about people attacking elderly in the streets in front of a luxury building. You don't hear about that stuff in Hawaii. It's a tiny little island. Everybody kind of knows each other or knows someone who knows them, kind of thing. And then you don't hear about people getting gunned down in Hawaii. And it's just, there's so much. I should be optimistic, and I should sell you guys about New York and say, man, if you want to have a wonderful life, come to New York. But it's depressing. It's depressing to hear about this kind of stuff. It's depressing about reading all the crime that's going on. So yeah, see this guy over here? Allegedly, this guy was on lifetime parole. I'm like, what the is lifetime parole? Like, you're not in prison, and then they're going to say, we're going to release you so we don't have to hold you, and we'll put you on lifetime parole. I think maybe they don't want to shoulder the cost of keeping all these people inside of there, right? But, I mean, come on, keep a murderer in there. But, anyway, just a little depressing. Yeah. So, that's all I wanted to tell you guys. This is a shorter video. Prayers to the delivery man's family. And yeah, a hardworking guy, just wanted to make some extra money, and he got shot while doing his job, right? Just taking a little break. Yeah. And anonymous individual says, here Here I feel comfortable going for walks at 2 a.m. alone with cash in my wallet. Oh my goodness. You know, if I'm walking around late at night, I don't carry anything on me. I mean, like, sometimes I even think, like, I shouldn't even carry my phone on me because I've shared with you guys, like, I've read that around where we live, like, yeah, women can get their phones stolen from them at like 4 p.m. And this is like 3 blocks from where we live. I mean, 4 p.m., yeah. So people will just see someone with their phone and be like, hey, give me your phone. That kind of stuff. So yeah, bummy is the way to go in New York. Don't try to dress nice. If you dress too nice and you look like you have something, then maybe someone wants that something too, right? Again, when I lived in Hawaii, I didn't have to worry about this stuff. But now in New York, it's a whole different story. Now it's like, you gotta make sure. Sorry, you guys, I just ate a gluten-free cracker. But you gotta make sure that whatever you carry in New York, it doesn't look valuable. Okay, like if you do have that kind of stuff, you will 100% be a target for theft. You will regret doing that kind of stuff, and it's not worth it. I've shared with you guys too, like even when I come home, I'm very mindful about how I look when I'm coming home, or what I'm bringing with me when I'm coming home. You will never ever, like, I don't go luxury shopping anyway, right? But you will never ever see me bring like a bag from like Chanel or something like that, or Louis Vuitton, walking to where we live. Because if I'm walking on the street, people have eyes, and people's eyes can follow my handbag, and then they'll say, dang, that chick has an LV bag. That's the place we want to hit up, you see? And I don't carry any of that stuff anyway. But it's sad because it's like, you don't feel comfortable having nicer. It's not like I don't feel comfortable having nicer things. I don't feel comfortable walking out with nicer things. So there's, like I said, there's a huge disconnect in what I wear, and there's a huge disconnect in what I wear, and you know, what you see me outside in. If I am outside and if I do want to look nicer, I don't have anything that looks like its own value on me, like 100%. Like, okay, I'm wearing a cute little pink jacket, so what? The jacket doesn't look expensive, you know? So very, very important to not look like you are rich. It doesn't look like, it's very important, not only just looking rich, but it's important not to look like you have spending money. That's what I'm trying to get at. You gotta blend in. You gotta blend in, and if you look too nice, like let's say if you look a little too put together, and you guys see the stuff that I wear, right? But if you look too put together, if you look a little too trendy, you can be a target of theft, 100%. Because if you look trendy, people would say, well, this person looks like they have discretionary income, and if they have discretionary income, then they have money, right? And if they have money, that's the person you want to shake up for cash. Yeah. Let's see. Hawaii. Let's see the population of Hawaii. Let's see my little Honolulu, Hawaii population. I love my little tropical island. Oh, look at us. Oh, this is where I live, Honolulu, Hawaii. 348,985 people. Oh, I love my little Honolulu. We're the largest city in the world. Allegedly, we have the largest borders. I love Hawaii. So we got 1.41 million people in Hawaii. 974,000 people in Honolulu, I guess. Wait, what? I don't get it. Honolulu County. What? What's the difference between Honolulu County and Honolulu? Okay, this is confusing. What's the population? Okay, so Honolulu allegedly has 340,000 people, right? You compare that to like Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn has 2.59 million people. So Brooklyn has more people, well, much more people than the whole state of Hawaii, it seems. Am I wrong? Yeah. See, look, Hawaii, I don't know if that's the whole island, but 1.14 million people. So we don't have that many people in Honolulu. We don't have that many people on our little islands. And we got like a bunch of islands too. So let's see. Hawaii map. Let's look at Hawaii map. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, this is, look at this. So I live right here on Oahu. See that? See this? Yeah, that's me. The little orange one. That's where I live. I love my little Honolulu, Hawaii. It's the land where I can walk around wearing a handbag without a crossbody. It's the land when I can show my knees and wear nicer clothes and I don't have to worry about stuff. Yeah, I'm not out that late at night, but still, you have more safety there than in New York, for sure. You have that little freedom, and it's just it's something else, because it's like you guys see me, like I'll look one way on the street, but then when I walk out, I'll look another way, typically, right? I'm like, oh yeah, I look like I'm wearing accessories. Okay, I can't wear that outside. I don't want to wear anything shiny, even if they're like $10 earrings. I don't want to walk outside with $10 crystal looking earrings. Yeah, I like my little tropical island. My little tropical island, when I don't have to worry about this kind of stuff. I don't have to worry about people getting assaulted, elderly getting assaulted, or people getting gunned down for their bikes. And let's see. Let's see. Crime in Honolulu. Let's see if anything happened recently in Honolulu. Okay, so our property crime has gone up. Really? Okay, never mind. We had 28.7 incidents per 1,000. So our violent crime is 2.9 per 1,000. Yeah, see, people are worried. Gun violence? What gun violence? Oh, see, look at our big thing over here. Okay, so package theft. Package theft is the biggest one. Package theft or gun violence, but I don't hear about people getting that kind of stuff in Hawaii. But package theft, yeah, I could see that happening. Look at that. So 59% of residents are concerned that crime might happen to them. Everybody would be worried about that, right? But we're most often concerned about our packages being stolen. It's not me. It's not just here, right? Look at this. Hawaii residents are most often concerned about being a victim of package theft. Oh my. I wish that was my biggest concern right now. No, it is not just... there's way more than just package stuff happening in New York. And by the way, we do have packages getting stolen here where we live. Yeah, they actually break the door trying to get a package. So I shared with you guys that I ordered some winter boots. I think it was 2 years. I think it was 2019 when I first moved over here. And then they were like $20 boots off Amazon or something. I mean, they were cheap. Size 7 women's snow boots. And then Lewis went to work. He saw the shoes inside of the package, right? And then he came back home, and then the shoes were gone, and the package was still there. So they went through the door to get my shoes, and they took out the shoes and left the package there. Yeah, so yeah, that's what happens. And of course, none of the neighbors would take it, right? It's like, why? The neighbors are basically guys. No one's gonna do that kind of stuff. But that's what happens in here in New York. People will go, and even if it's behind a door, they'll try to get through the front door, the front security door, just to get a package that they see outside. And then Lewis has also told me that he's actually had kitty litter stolen. So those 40-pound bags of kitty litters. Yeah, a person will go in, they'll see the kitty litter, and they'll take the kitty litter. So they'll break through the door just to grab the 40-pound of kitty litter. I'm like, really? Are you serious? So yeah, Yeah, so yeah, over here it's people are, I would consider people to be over here opportunistic. And I know people will say like, Erica, you shouldn't say opportunistic, but I'm gonna call it the way it is. You gotta watch your back. You gotta make sure that you don't look like you have anything. You always have to dress down, in my opinion, and just watch yourself. And it's like I don't feel unsafe walking down the street too much, but I haven't been really going out. It's been pretty apparent, right? Like you guys don't hear about, like I went out today to buy some groceries and then I came back, but it was a short walk and it was like 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. at in the morning. But I haven't been out. I try not to go out. I'm just worried because it's like you hear about the stuff that's going on in the subways. You hear about people getting randomly attacked in like West, what was this happened on look at this, when was this, West, where did this happen? Yeah, so this happened near West 40th Street. Lewis works at West 27th Street, so I just think like, oh God, it's like a little. It's not that close, but it's close enough that I don't want to risk anything because you don't know. I'm thinking like, I don't know. Maybe there was a person who got released early from prison, right? And they could just not be in the right mind or something like that. I just don't want to risk it. So, just yeah, it's not the safest place to be in. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the kitty litter's pretty heavy. I mean, it's 40 pounds of kitty litter, and someone will take that kitty litter. They'll lift it up and they'll be like, I want to steal this kitty litter. I'm like, frick. So, yeah. Kitty litter has been stolen. Other things have been stolen. And then, yeah, my winter boots got stolen from the packaging. The packaging was in, like, those nondescript white bags. So it didn't say, like, hey, these are shoes inside. It was just a box with inside of a poly mailer, like a white plain bag. And then they just opened it up and took the shoes and they left the bag. I don't know why the hell that dumbass just decided to take the shoes and leave the packaging, right? If you were smart, wouldn't you just take the whole package and that way you're not seen? But, oh well. There's just I don't get it. Yeah, he's all right. He's just kind of cursing about it when I told him some delivery person got gunned down, allegedly because of they wanted their bike stolen. So, um, as you guys know, right? He has an e-bike, so I told him, I said watch out because sometimes he comes home late at night and I don't want anything happening to him, for sure. So yeah, yeah, shipping to Hawaii is expensive, and then also shipping to Hawaii takes longer. So I was telling Lewis, I said, hey, maybe you should think about moving to Hawaii. But if he moved the store over to Hawaii, you would add about, let's say, 5 to 7 days extra to the shipping time. Because if you want to ship anything outside of Hawaii, it has to cross the Pacific Ocean, right? So, for instance, right, you guys can see over here. Oh, wait, let's see. Crime concerns over here. What the hell is this gun violence thing that I'm hearing about? See, there were no mass shootings in Hawaii in the past 2 years, and then there wasn't too much. What was this? Officer involved shooting decreased from 9 in 2019 to 7 in 2020. And then, yeah, nobody worries too much about this kind of stuff. But I will say, though, that I used to feel a lot safer in Hawaii back around 2006-ish, around there. Did you know when I was in high school, I actually used to walk home. When I used to walk home from like the shopping mall, and it took me about, let's say, 30 minutes to walk home. I would walk home at 9 p.m. at night. Yeah, as a 17-year-old girl walking, like 2 miles or so to home, and I didn't mind. I didn't mind it at all. I felt safe. I didn't worry about things. I didn't worry about someone attacking me or someone stealing stuff from me. Yeah. But now in Hawaii, like I like being home no later than 8:30 p.m. When I'm in Hawaii. Like I know crime's going a little bit more up in Hawaii. We also have more of a homeless situation. So yeah. We have a homeless epidemic actually in Hawaii. Hawaii is very expensive to live in, and the wages aren't very high either. So let's see over here. Let's see, how bad is Hawaii crime? What is the most, what is this? How bad is Honolulu crime? What is the most dangerous? How the hell is the most dangerous? Oh, the airport. Okay, near the airport, I can see that, but it's not freaking in. Does Hawaii have a ghetto? Oh. Yeah, there are some areas that you don't want to hang around. Like, for instance, people don't want to hang around KPT, Kapiolani Park Terrace. That's kind of like, how would I describe KPT? KPT would be kind of like the equivalent of, let's say, some area that you don't want to go in your neighborhood. Yeah. Because there's a lot of crime there. It's actually housing. But unfortunately, the housing there, it's like low-income housing, but they have a lot of crime there. Like, you do not want to be around that area. Seriously. And I'm not saying this to like look down upon the people who live in low income housing, but what I'm saying is that it's just a fact. Like, KPT is not a good place to hang around. And so look at this, KPT housing. Yeah. Kuhio Park Terrace. See? Oh, they named it. They renamed it. KPT renamed. What is this whole thing that I'm reading about this? It's interesting because I'm reading about like, oh, people and having aloha, and then when I hear about crime over there, it's like, oh, no. So, who knows? Maybe it's different. Maybe it changed since I left. Maybe I'm wrong. Yes. Wait, Kuhio Park Terrace. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Let's see. Stricter rules implemented for Hawaii public housing. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. No, you can send cat litter. You could send cat litter. I've never had, we order cat litter, and I never got them stolen. But like greenies or something like that, like anything could get stolen. That's the sad thing. But I haven't noticed anything get stolen. Lately. And also the other thing that the landlord did is they put this cover over the, the part where the hinges or something, where the handle is. There's usually like that little piece of metal that goes into the wall. When you unlock or lock a door, they actually put a cover over there, so now people can't just try to shimmy it easily. But yeah, it's crazy though. Yeah, some people are just but yeah, that's how some individuals are. They're very opportunistic, and it's sad. It's sad when people steal packages. I haven't had any packages stolen in Hawaii. Only reason is that when I was in Hawaii, I lived in an apartment complex, right? So in the apartment complex, we got our packages in lock and key, so we got lockers. So how the hell are you going to know what locker has stuff and what locker doesn't? There's also security cameras all around. Yeah, the maintenance fee of where I live in Hawaii, it's like $800 a month. Oh, God. It's like an old building, too. It's like built in the 60s or so. But, yeah, $800 for maintenance. Yeah, so, yeah. So anyway, if you guys want to live anywhere, I will tell you this. I would not recommend New York for obvious reasons. If you live in New York, in my humble opinion, it's not, you have to be very mindful about what you're wearing, how you're perceived. You got to be, like, if I don't want to generalize over here, but I notice people over here, they get really pissed off really easily. And in Hawaii, a lot of people are kind of laid back. Maybe it's because we're around palm trees and we got the ocean. Okay, let me show you this. Look. See, so when you live in Hawaii, you get more of like this kind of stuff. You know, you look out the window, you might see like the ocean or this kind of palm trees. When I look out of the lanai, you know, the balcony where I live, I can see beautiful ocean. It's gorgeous, and it's so nice and calming. And you get the great air. You don't have to deal with air pollution. I mean, freaking New York air sucks. New York water sucks. The water here is chlorinated. The water in Hawaii is not chlorinated. The air quality. Listen to this. All the air quality, from what I remember in New York, it's rated as F. Except Brooklyn. Do you know why Brooklyn air is not rated as F? Because they don't have any air quality sensors in New York, in Brooklyn. That's why. But so I'm sure Brooklyn would have been rated F in air quality, and Honolulu, it's just great. It's just great. The air is great. The water's great. The people are great. The food's great. Yeah, and you can kind of tell. You can kind of tell. Which place I favor more between Honolulu, Hawaii, or Brooklyn, New York, right? Honolulu is a better place to live. So if anybody's thinking about, let's say, moving over to Brooklyn because you see something on like TV or anything about New York, I would actually recommend against that. Seriously, don't move to New York. Don't move to Brooklyn. You're gonna wonder why you moved over there. See. Yeah, I've been trying to talk to Lewis. I was like, Lewis, you want to move out from New York? Why don't you move over to Hawaii? Hawaii's so beautiful. We got the great ocean. We don't have to worry about, certain things happening, such as subway thing. Hawaii doesn't have a subway, okay? We got the stupid rail, but that's something I don't want to talk about. Freaking the rail. Oh my gosh. I voted no rail. If anybody is familiar with the Hawaii rail, the rail transit project, HART, HART, look that up. It pisses me off because from what I remember reading, listen to this. This has gone so out of control. You know how much it costs for us to build this 20-mile rail? $20,000 an inch. An inch is $20,000. It pisses me off thinking about it. But yeah, I got family in Hawaii and they're paying for it, and I'm just like, So, yeah, I get pissed off here thinking about the Hawaii rail. Okay, listen, I've said this before and I'll say this again. The people that I know voted for the rail, they were thinking, oh, Erica, I'm going to vote yes for the rail because it's going to bring the jobs. And I said, what do you mean the jobs? Well, Erica, I'm in construction, so I want a long job. I want a well-paying, stable job for many years to come. And I'm like, what makes you so sure they're going to hire your ass, or they're going to hire your firm, right? Turns out they brought in a bunch of people, not all the people, but they brought in a lot of people from the mainland. And when I talk about the mainland, I'm talking about continental U.S. So some people were pissed off at that. And then they ended up with like all this kind of environmental stuff or delays left and right. And it was just a total mess. It was a total mess. It is such an embarrassment. All I got to say is I voted no to rail, and I stick with that thing. 100%. It pisses me off whenever I hear about this rail thing. But allegedly, it's supposed to be up and running in 2025. So, yeah, Mufi Hanneman, he pushed this whole rail thing. He's the one that was in office while this got put back on the ballot. And, man, I hate Mufi Hanneman. I hate Mufi Hanneman for this thing because I just see it as a big money pit for our little island, and I hate it. Maybe I'll eat my words one day, okay? Maybe people will say, oh, Erica, you're just so short-sighted. The rail's going to be awesome. But turns out, you ask people, oh, so what? Are you going to stop using your car? No. Oh, okay, so who's going to use the rail? Oh, other people are going to use the rail. So you want other people to use the rail, but you're not willing to give up your car? No, I don't want to give up my car. I like driving. You see, it's stupid. It's stupid. And they say, oh, hold up. Okay, we're not going to give up our cars. What we're going to do is we're going to have the younger generation use the rail. Oh, okay, so you're going to be banking that the younger generation isn't going to want to use their cars. That's what you're banking on, right? You're banking on that. And then from also what I hear is that you can't, it's not even, if you want to go over to like the rail structure, right? I might be hearing this wrong, but it's like you cannot, it's like not everybody goes over there and you can park your car and say, okay, I stay there all day and then I'm going to come back, use the rail, then hop back into my car, right? Because there's going to be a lot of people going back and forth, so you have to, like, you should ideally carpool or do a drop off. I don't know how the hell this is going to work. And then I just thought to myself, like, instead of building the rail, why don't you just have more buses? We actually had this guy, okay? We had this guy, his name was like Panos Primadoris or something. Panos Prima, I don't know, Panos Heart Rail. Okay, this guy was a civil engineer, okay? This guy said it's not gonna work. He worked for UH Hawaii, right? Look at this. Hawaii Rail, Honolulu Rail creates 1/10 of the jobs promised. Oh, look at this. Oh, all these people were like, I'm gonna get the job. I was like, no. So yeah, sure enough, yeah. So this kind of stuff pisses me off because, yeah, when they were pushing it, right, it passed by, I think, like 51%. 51% of people said, okay, yes to rail. And then, yeah, all the talk about the jobs, and what happened? Only 1/10 of the jobs promised. Oh, and now we're getting stuck with this freaking scam, in my opinion. Oh, it's something like, I think they said it's projected to be, it's $9 billion right now, but they projected to be like 12 or $15 billion for 20 freaking miles of rail. $20,000 for an inch. For an inch! You see that little thing? You see that area? That's $20,000 right there. This is how stupid this rail is. And so, yeah, anyway, so this guy, right, he said rail's not going to work. He said, why don't we just get some elevated platforms or something, and then we have more buses going on? Because people are not going to give up their cars, right? You want to have more people getting there on time. Let's put more buses. That's going to be cheaper. And no. People were they voted for rail because they're like, I want the job. I want to make lots of money. I want my construction job. Freaking farce. So, yeah. Should cover it? What freaking tourists? What tourists? You think the tourist is really going to go all over Hawaii? I don't think so as much. No. So look at this. $10 billion. Okay, look at this. So first of all, they said $10 billion, the ultimate price tag for the rail. Now it's $13 billion. I think it's going to be $15 billion. Yeah, see this guy? Panos Primadoris. Like, this guy, like, nobody listened to him. I don't know why. I was like, dude, this guy's a civil engineer. I'd rather trust him over movie freaking Hanneman. So, yeah, it just pisses me off when I think about this rail. And I know when the rail unveils, people are going to say, oh, it's so shy. And this is the other thing that pissed me off about the rail. I heard some people were like, oh, Erica, if we get the rail, we're going to be like Japan. You know, these people who love Japan, and they're just like, I love Japan so much. Japan is number one. And then they get the rail, right? And then they think like, oh, we're going to be like the Shinkansen or something like that, right? And then I say to myself, like, what? You think we're not going to have people pissing on the bus? You don't think we're going to have graffiti and litter on the bus? It is going to happen. Hawaii people are not like Japanese people. We have litter. We have litter bugs. The litter in Hawaii is not nearly as bad as the litter in New York, okay? Litter in New York is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. People don't give a crap. Like, they can have the trash can 3 feet in front of them. And you know what? They're not going to use it. They're just going to toss it on the sidewalk. Yeah, I've seen it. And they just had this whole, like, people in New York had this, like, entitlement attitude. It pisses me off when I think about that, too. Because it's like, they're like, what? I can't dump this? I do whatever I like. You can't tell me what to do, you know? And so, yeah, New Yorkers, some of them, they have an ego problem. They got this attitude problem, and they live in trash. And some of them are trash. Just being very frank here. And yeah, there's no respect. It's just like, yeah, it's like they're. You know how they call like New York the Big Apple? I kind of think a lot of it is like a rotten apple. Yeah. So between the mess in Honolulu or New York, what is better? I would say, excluding the headache that's called the rail, Honolulu is a much better place to live than New York by far. By far. So, Yeah, I mean, like Hawaii has its problems too, but you guys saw that survey. They were like, "Oh, what's the number one thing that's on your mind?" Like freaking package stuff, package stuff. You would just want to get home sometimes here in New York. It's like, are we? Am I gonna make it home in one piece? Am I gonna get assaulted on the way? Oh, am I gonna get stabbed? Yeah, it's a lot more serious stuff in New York, and I remember growing up, and I remember watching things like I watched a few episodes of like Sex in the City, or you hear about, let's say, those like New York based shows, right? And or movies. And you think like, "Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, everybody's so hip and everybody's so cool and they're so stylish." And then you come over here and it's like you feel like you just got to like keep to yourself. Don't stand out. Don't look too stylish. Don't do this whole Sex in the City thing because you're gonna get mugged 100%, 100%. Watch your back, and you don't have this like glamorous lifestyle as some people might think. Like, yeah, it's like I never see anybody that's dressed out looking like glamorous, or if they are glamorous looking, it's not where we live, and if it's in if people are out on the street, they're with someone else. You see, reality's been falling behind the movies. Yeah, I mean, like I haven't seen like, okay, I don't know too much about like the Hawaii Five O show, but overall, people in Hawaii tend to be friendly. They're not they don't you hear about some of a few people who have things against like white people, but it's like so far and few between. And Honolulu, when you walk around, you'll see mostly Asian people. So you're not gonna see like we don't have anything like certain groups in on a little tropical island. It's pretty safe. It's like, yeah, I think to myself like, man, in Hawaii, like people randomly talk to each other. Like you're waiting for the bus, someone might chat you up. It's like even just like an older person. They're just like, "Oh, how are you doing today?" "Oh, I'm doing good." "Oh, yeah, oh, did you go grocery shopping? Oh, how was your grocery shopping?" Like it's just like these are just kind people who just like they just reach out, like they're very social butterflies, and it's not like they want anything from you, it's not like they're asking for cash, but they just have a very warm Hawaii kind of sunny nature. And I don't see that in New York. In New York, it's like people talk to you, they want to ask you for money. Or they're trying to hit on you, and it's not even in a way like hit on you that you would want. It's just, oh gosh, yeah. So if you guys remember some of my streams, like I told you guys about like how Hawaii guys hit on chicks, it's pretty awkward. Yeah, Hawaii guys hitting on chicks is kind of awkward, especially when you got these like, I would describe them as kind of shy, awkward. They're not smooth, or you could tell that they're not used to saying certain things. And I used to think to myself like, oh my god, these guys, oh my gosh. But then it's like I also think to myself now, I'm like, oh man, those little innocent those innocent like guys over there hitting on women, as awkward as can be, that is so much better than the stuff that you hear in New York. So much better. So much better. At least it's like you can tell they're awkward, but there's like a tone of like respect underneath that. It's like, oh hey, oh I think you're really pretty, that kind of stuff. It's like, oh geez, can you be a little bit more confident? Can you be a little bit more smoother? That kind of stuff. And yeah, that's kind of guys that like what guys say to women in Hawaii, but in New York it's like, oh you're so beautiful. It's like whoa whoa whoa. It's like whoa 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 kind of thing. So it's just like so it's like, yeah, that's why I have this whole thing. It's like today I didn't do it, but like normally I'm always like covering my legs up, or if I wear like a short dress, like a like a not a short dress, but it's like a dress that's like a t-shirt dress or something like that that's right above my knees. Normally I'll wear leggings underneath it. Sometimes I'm mismatched and I'm like, I just don't want any attention. I just want to get home. I don't want any of this whole thing like, guys approaching me. It just makes me feel very uncomfortable. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. Like Again, I would take, if anybody wanted to approach a woman, I would say that it's so much better to come off as respectful and awkward than just very creepy, yeah. So yeah, so yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's like I have that new thing about Hawaii guys. I'm like, I will never ever make fun of those Hawaii guys again for being so like awkward kind of thing. But I used to be like, what? Hawaii guys, what happened? How come you guys aren't confident? Jeez, you guys are like field mice. A lot of them are like field mice. But they're, they're not. They're just yeah. They're not. They're good people. They're good people. They're just, there's no confident game or anything. So when I was in Hawaii, I used to tell my guy friends, I'm like, you gotta be more confident. You gotta be more confident. You gotta look more confident. And it's just like, kind of like the mother goose is like, come on, go up to that girl and talk to her. And then, they're just so awkward. And it's like, oh, they got rich. Oh, it's like, you lack confidence. That's why you got rejected. So, yeah, I really root for my guy friends. Most of them are in relationships or married now, and I'm happy about that. But yeah, or they're players. And when I mean players, is like they're the Tinder kind of guys. The ones that it's like, oh, they just sleep around with women, lots of women. And yeah, sometimes they tell me about their stories. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh. And then sometimes I remember one of them, I like looked at their phone and I was like, they're like, hey, look, this chick is hitting me up. And I looked at their phone and I was like, oh my goodness. There was some like lewd pictures on there. And I was like, oh my gosh, this chick, I mean, it's like she didn't show her face, but she showed everything else. I was like, whoa, this just like not hiding anything. It's just like the money shot, and it's like everything in one picture except her face. It was like a full frontal with certain appendages open. I was like, oh my goodness, what kind of woman is this? And yeah, oh jeez, yeah, some women I don't understand them. I guess maybe he was ignoring her, so then she thought about sending a picture of her body, and yeah, it was like, I was just like, and you know what he did? He still ignored her. I was like, dang. So yeah, he smashed her, and I don't know how it went, but he just didn't feel interest in talking to her, and I was like, ooh, that's kind of cold, jeez. And from what I remember about that chick, she had a great looking body. I was like, dang. I don't know if she had some +2s or something like that, but definitely looked good. So maybe he messaged her after we hung out or something like that. But yeah. Okay. So anyway, I'm getting a little off. I was talking about Hawaii, and then I talked about all this, like how people are over there. Wasn't he worried about diseases? I don't think so. At all. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hey, what's up? Oh, I'm doing a stream. What's up? No, what is it? What's up? Oh, where are you right now? Oh, how is she? Oh, good. Yeah, I was doing a stream and I was talking about how New York versus Hawaii is, and I was telling, people said, oh, are you trying to get Lewis to move to Hawaii? And I said, yeah. What? I had to be frank. What? I was being frank. Yeah, move to Hawaii. Huh? No, I was being frank about it. I was being very frank and upfront about that. Like, you should, move to Hawaii. Get away from New York, move over to Hawaii. Tropical island, lots of sunshine, lots of ocean, lots of palm trees. What do you think? No fluorinated water. Huh? Nah. What do you mean, nah? Why do you want to go to Hawaii? What's wrong with Hawaii? You're stuck. You're on an island. Yeah. So what? It's a safe island. Yeah, okay, so you guys, Lewis doesn't want to go to Hawaii because there's no place to go. Boo. No, I'm live streaming on OBS. Huh? No, they can't hear you. They can hear what I'm saying. Okay. Are you gonna accept or what? Okay, yeah then. Good. Wow, cool, cool. Well, anyway, I'll talk to you later then, okay? Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, I don't think so. No place to go. No, they do not roll up the sidewalks at 8 p.m. We don't have like a big nightlife in Hawaii. But Hawaii is a great little island. Don't knock my little island, okay? I'm very protective of my little island. I never realized, like, when I talk to people, I'm like, how's Hawaii? And they say, oh, it's good. You know, we got a lot of sunshine, Erica. You know, the temperature is great. It's so sunny today. The ocean's great. And then I'm looking outside. I'm like, frick, oh, we got some shitty weather here in New York. Oh, we got wind and rain. And yeah, we got wind and rain in Hawaii too. But it's a lot different when you see, like, when you're in like in Hawaii than in New York. You see? They do not roll up the sidewalks. No way. No way. Come on now. How would you roll up the sidewalk? The sidewalk is on the street. Oh, yeah, we don't have IKEA in Hawaii. Did I ever tell you guys that? There is no IKEA there. None. None whatsoever. No IKEA, no Trader Joe's. What else don't they have? Yeah, no IKEA, no Trader Joe's. Yeah, you need money to live there. Yeah, definitely. If you don't have money, then typically people they do multi-generational. So, for instance, right, you'll have people who live with their parents, or you'll have people who roommate, and it's because a lot of the places in Hawaii, it's like $500,000 for a place, and then Hawaii is like, oh, yeah. It's not the best. It's really not the best. But I love Hawaii so much. And I miss Hawaii. I miss the little tropical island. I miss eating a shave ice. I miss going to freaking Evile Costco. I miss going and eating a poke bowl from Foodland. I miss going to Zippy's and eating a chili bowl or freaking... yeah. I kind of even miss getting a t-shirt done. Where do we get our crap furniture? We get our furniture. Like most people, they get their furniture from like furniture place. So for instance, you can get it from Ashley, Ashley Home Stores or like CS Woo. People also buy furniture off Walmart. Walmart, yeah. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it that I can recall off the top of my head. Unless you go to like somewhere like Sears or I don't know, Macy's, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it is much more expensive. Yeah, but you know what else you can do? You can go to like Goodwill and grab a table there, or you can go to garage sale and get it. No, or Costco, you could get a foldable table or something. Yeah, Costco sells furniture. But yeah, for me, it's like there's no furniture. Yeah, there's no furniture. Like the furniture that I have at home, it's like let's see, it's just cheap furniture. Yeah, it's just cheap, very utilitarian kind of stuff. Like in my room, I got this plastic table. I got a plastic table with utility shelves, and then I got this drawer set. Actually, I got the drawer set from, I think the drawer was like $800 or something. It was freaking expensive. But Yeah, it was overpriced. But I didn't pick it out. Costco has furniture, no? I think it does. But yeah, a lot of people in Hawaii, it's like they don't really decorate their homes as much. Like, over here, you see on Instagram people decorate it for the seasons. Hawaii, we don't really have like people who go all out too much, in my opinion. So people don't do this whole thing like, oh, we gotta keep up with the trends, and we got the whole like minimalistic furniture thing going in, and then we gotta do the bohemian thing. It's people's furniture kind of doesn't really change. People that I find out, like, they kind of stick with a timeless style and just run with that. So yeah, everything is more expensive on the island. So if you live in Hawaii, in my opinion, chances are you gotta be cheap. You gotta be frugal. Yeah, it's like $6-7 a gallon. Yeah, for milk. Thankfully, I don't drink milk. Right? I don't like drinking milk too much. I break out, but. Yeah, there's certain things like, what else is cheap here? Like, you can buy avocado here, right? Sale for, let's see, $1 each sometimes. If you go to Hawaii, typically it's like $2.50 each for one avocado. So I remember when I first moved over here, I ate so much avocados because I thought, like, holy crap, it's so cheap. Oh my goodness, I can buy tons of avocados, tons and tons and tons of avocados. And I just had guacamole, some guacamole today. So yeah, lots and lots of avocados. But yeah, so Hawaii has its pros and its cons. You got to be frugal, because if you're not frugal, then you're going to go into debt. And there's a lot of frugal people in Hawaii. A lot of frugal people. And it's just like, you look at the price of homes, you look at the price of all this stuff, you really are pushed into saving your money. And yeah, so that's why, when I moved over here, right, I saw everything. And then you can't do dumpster diving in Hawaii for sure. It's like land of the compactors. So when I came over here and then I started going dumpster diving, I was like, holy crap, these places are throwing away hundreds of dollars worth of stuff. Holy crap, it's amazing. And then yeah, the beef there isn't. It depends. Like, I like buying beef from Don Quixote typically, or Times. Yeah, Times or Don Quixote for beef. In Hawaii, and then, but if I want the grass fed stuff, I usually go for Safeway. And like I said, Safeway grass fed beef. I think it was called, not Kualoa Ranch. Kualoa Ranch has grass fed. I think it was Paniolo, something like that. Paniolo Farms. I forgot what it was, but that stuff is pretty good, and it's cheaper actually than a lot of the beef in New York. Weird, right? Really weird. Ooh. Yeah, fish is good. Beef and chicken. You know what? You have to try a really good beef dish. Like, we have really good. You know what I haven't? You know what I really want to make? I want to make kalbi ribs. Oh my goodness, that'll be so good. Kalbi. Korean kalbi. Oh my gosh, I have a really good recipe. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, that would be good. That would be really good. But it has freaking sugar and beef in there. I'm trying to stay away from that stuff. And then I don't even know where I could get that kalbi. I have to go to a Korean store and get it. The only luau I've done is Polynesian, not Alani. Oh, Alani, yeah. Well, Alani is expensive. Nice though, but expensive, I heard. I haven't been to Alani though. Ooh. How does anyone afford living in Hawaii? Okay, so this is what I'll tell you from the people that I know. Typically, when you live in Hawaii, you're usually making about $40 to $45,000. Most people that I know, and then your rent, if you live in an apartment, expected to be about $1,500 to $2,500. So you can kind of see why people roommate or they live with their parents, right? Because it's like, after taxes come out from your money, it's like you don't have that much money. Yeah. So It's crazy. Yeah, it's frugal. Yeah, people there tend to be frugal. So you don't see too much shopaholics. You got people going over to the swamp meet. If you are familiar with it, you got people going garage sales. I was like, yeah, when I was growing up, you guys, like I went to garage sales, I went to swamp meets, and that really instilled like the frugal person inside of me. So I don't know about car insurance. I don't know about utilities. I know that when, let's see, utilities in Hawaii, I think, oh frick, I forgot. This has been such a long time since I looked at the freaking utility bill there. I want to say for like two people, it would probably be about $100 a month for electricity. I don't know about water because water was listed in maintenance for apartment. But yeah. People grab furniture off the side of the road if people are throwing away stuff. Can do that. Or you could go to. Oh, do you hear Oreo? Oreo's making his weird meal. Oreo, get over here, handsome. Oreo, handsome, get over here. Oh, come here, handsome. Oh, my handsome. Oreo, why are you running away from me? What? Oreo, come on, come here, handsome. Oh. Handsome man. Feel handsome, Oreo. I haven't seen your handsome face in a while. Yeah, so, anyway, yeah, so, but the only downside is, like, if you move to Hawaii, let's say you bring a cat with you, like Oreo or Clinton or Barry, they gotta go through animal quarantine, and I don't know, I don't think the animal quarantine would feed Oreo as much as he would want to get fed, if you get my drift. You know, if he has to get quarantined for a month or so. Let's see, animal quarantine in Hawaii. Let's look that up, actually. Oh, my handsome. Let's see. Bring pet to Hawaii I think it's quarantine. Oreo, come on. See how long that takes. Yeah, see? So you get quarantined for up to 120 days. So how can I avoid pet quarantine? They have to be vaccinated. Okay, maybe they don't have to. Yeah, so they get vaccinated. And do pets have to be quarantined? Okay, so 5 days or less. It seems. Or am I reading this wrong? Let's see. Animal quarantine. Yeah, so you got a quarantine time. So yeah, it's rabies free, so they check on everything. Look at this. 5-day program or less, $244. Direct release is $185. And then there's no discount for multiple pets. So how do you make sure you qualify 5 days or less? So yeah, 244 days. Better make sure, Oreo, if we ever move to Hawaii, you gotta make sure that you are 5 days or less, okay, Oreo? Because I know you are not gonna be happy if you have to be in quarantine for 4 months. You're gonna be a very skinny cat. You'll actually be a much skinnier cat. Something tells me quarantine people would not be giving you greenies 2 times a day. Let's see. Yeah, so you get vaccinated, and then you got microchipped, and then you got to send them a blood test, and then, look at that. Requires a 30-day pre-arrival waiting period? What do you mean pre-arrival? What does that mean? Oh. Yeah, so Hawaii takes the animal quarantine thing. 244 days. They were rejected for project poop. Yeah, I know. Oreo. He's not gonna be happy. He's gonna be crying the whole time. And I'm like, oh, my little baby. Oh. Yeah. They have a lot of stray cats at Hawaii, but you know what, Oreo? None of them are as cute as you are. Oh, my little handsome. So handsome, Oreo. So handsome. So, anyway, so that's the thing about Hawaii. That's I know someone who has a bird, and they moved away from Hawaii, but they wanted to bring their bird with them, but they decided against it because they said it might be too stressful for the bird. So the bird is with family in Hawaii. See? Look at this. Food Food may be provided at the owner's request. So they have to go straight to the animal quarantine station. Oh, look at this. Can you can do a brief visual inspection of your pet at the animal quarantine holding. Oh, they gotta stay in quarantine. If you're traveling with your pet. Let's see. Oreo would be a mad little cat. How would you deal with 3 little cats too, right? Oh, come here, my handsome. Come here, my handsome. So yeah, this cat. Oh, look, you can visit them. Look, Oreo, if you were in quarantine, I could visit you Tuesday, Thursdays, 1 p.m. to 4:30 Wednesdays. It's visitation time. Can anyone visit? No, only registered owners. Aww. And they get kennels. Cat kennels are 5 feet by 10 feet long, include platforms completely sheltered and a catwalk. Wow. Oh yeah, so pets are housed separately. Oh, you poor thing, Oreo. You would be separate. I don't know if owners may authorize to move pets to the same kennel. Yeah, I don't think it would be a good idea if Blackberry and Oreo were in the same pen, if you get my drift. He would lose his whiskers. So in case you guys didn't know about Oreo's whiskers, Blackberry slashed his face, and I think that's why he's missing some eyebrow hairs. Like on one side of the eyebrow, it's much shorter than the other one, and I notice when she tries to slash him, she slashes near his eyes, and I can't help but think she slashed his eyebrows off. One of his eyebrows off. Yeah, no need food. Oh, he is gonna need food. Are you kidding me? He's gonna be crying for food. Yeah, this cat is a one fat cat, okay? He has dietary demands. I mean, you guys have seen that video where, oh, well, let me show you guys this one. Oreo wants more food. I think this is it. Do I show up on my own thing? No. Oh, look at this. Look how unique all these cats are. Oh, where's my video? Hold up. One moment. Yeah, I don't think my computer wants me to open another thing right now. But, yeah. So, yeah, Oreo would not be a happy camper for sure. Not at, Hawaii quarantine, for sure. But we'll see. We'll see if he ever moves to Hawaii. But it wouldn't just be Oreo, it'd be all 3 cats, right? And that's a whole nother thing. I can't imagine. Can you imagine putting I can't even imagine putting Clinton in quarantine. You know, Mr. Clinton, he is gonna hate going through quarantine. It's like whoever takes him out of that carrier, oh man, they're gonna, geez, they better have some handling gloves, because that cat, just putting him through a little carrier is gonna be really tough. Seriously. Like, we haven't had, like, Blackberry going to the vet, no problem. Oreo going to the vet, no problem. Mr. Clinton going to the vet, problem. No. If you go back, do you take Oreo? No, I'm not going to take Oreo with me. Like, Oreo's not one of those cats that you travel with. Like, seriously, with all his poop issues, it's like, no, you don't really want to travel with that. But, yeah, if Lewis was moving or something, and if he moved to Hawaii, right? If we moved to Hawaii, then yeah, definitely Oreo's coming with. And just stock some extra food for him. But he's going to be mad. He's going to be mad on a diet or something like that. Shipping costs. Yeah, shipping. Well, here's the thing. This is what I was telling Lewis. I told him, I said, well, why don't you could move to Hawaii. You could keep your store in New York. And if you want, you can open another store. You can open another store in Hawaii, right? Have a second location and just keep your New York store. And if it doesn't work out, you can close your Hawaii store. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was telling him. Or alternatively, just work remotely, in the sense that you don't need to go to the store all the time. But the only downside about moving to Hawaii is if he wanted to visit the New York store, that would be an 11-hour trip. 11 and a half hour trip to come back to New York. Yeah. So it's not like he could just take a Bafang ride or a Tesla ride to the store. But Hawaii's a really awesome state. I got family over there. But yeah, you know what? I haven't like spoken to family in a while. I wonder how everybody's doing in Hawaii. I should follow up with them tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give family a call tomorrow and see how they are. It's funny how much time flies. I'm like, dang, Hawaii, jeez. What is that? United? I only take Hawaiian Airlines to go to Hawaii. 100%. I only take Hawaiian. I refuse to take any other airlines except Hawaiian, because Hawaiian is a direct flight. Well, typically it's a direct flight. Yeah, I think it's a direct flight. And then I feel like the people on the airlines, the staff is so much more warmer and friendlier than like other ones. Like definitely better than United. No, I don't know anything about my uncle. I haven't heard anything. But I'm sure he's getting treatment. But yeah, nobody has told me anything. Oh yeah, you have to do a layover in Kona or something, yeah. I know even if you go to Japan, you gotta go over to Kona as well. But yeah, the only thing I don't like about like traveling is like the frickin' airplane rides. It's killer. It sucks. I hate being on an airplane for a long period of time, because then I get dried out, then I get dehydrated, and then I'm like, oh gosh, just let it be over with, you know? But yeah, Hawaii is a really nice state to live in. Just traveling outside of Hawaii to another place, killer. Because all that transport time. It's crazy because it's like if I want to, let's say, go to California right now, right? That's a 5-hour flight. If I wanted, I never even thought about it, like Maine or something. That wouldn't be too long. I don't know. Even Canada wouldn't be that long. First class, you know how expensive first class seats are? It's hella expensive. It's not cheap. I wish it was cheap, but then I thought to myself, right? I remember it was like one time I was thinking like, man, I wonder how much a first class would be. And then I realized, I said, frick, Erica, all that money you spend on first class, you could just get a really nice facial massage. You know, go to a spa or something, spend the day getting the works done, and you'd still come out ahead compared to getting a first class seat. Like when it comes down to a first class, you just be able to lie down, or you get like better food. Big whoop. I'd rather do the cost savings. But yeah, there's nothing enjoyable for me going on a plane, really. It's miserable. And then I'm only 5'4", and I feel like I don't even have that much leg room. So I feel claustrophobic there. I'm like, dang, just imagine if I was like 6 feet tall or something in like the coach seats. So yeah, anyway, you guys, I'm going to get going. So I will talk to you guys later. And to wrap it up, yeah, Hawaii is better than New York. And if you are in... try me, I'm 6'6". Jim, what do you do? Do you do first... How do you travel? Do you do first class only? I'm just sincerely curious because, like, I see how cramped the seats are for a 5'4" me. I don't know how I would deal with airline seats if I was 6'6". So yeah, what do you sit in? Like Comfort Plus or something like that? Because I know there's coach, or there's like economy or premium economy, and then there's first class, right? Oh, I fly coach. Oh, jeez. Yeah, my prayers are with you whenever you fly. Because I imagine it's worse. It's definitely terrible. Like I said, when I fly, oh my gosh, it's terrible. It's terrible even for short me. I had leg room seats and ghetto seats, so you got leg room. Oh, exit row seats. Oh, I'll look into that. Does it really make that much of a difference if you go to the exit row seats? I always sit at the end, so I never like being inside. I always make sure that I'm outside. You know, if you're not in like the middle, yeah, I always make sure I'm sitting on the outside, so I don't have to worry about me going to the bathroom like 10 times during that, whatever the flight is. But I've heard about that. They call that what? The cheapskates first class or something like that, the exit row seats. Bulkhead seats are the best. I gotta look into that. Yeah, so I don't know when I'm gonna be flying back to Hawaii. Wow, my knees are, wow, jeez. Outseeker, jeez. Got some tall people here. Jeez. You know, I remember it's like, you know, most people in Hawaii, like they're about, I'd say average guy in Hawaii tends to be about 5'8" or something, 5'8", 5'9". So I remember I saw this one guy in Hawaii, listen to this, he was like 6'4", 6'3". I've seen a few people who are like 6'3", 6'4", and I'm like, holy crap, you're so tall. It just like stands out so much how tall people are. So when I hear about some of you being 6'6", I'm like, jeez Louise, that's over a foot taller than me. Dang, all you tall people. I've always thought to myself, like, man, it must be something to be taller, because then you could see over everybody's heads. Like if someone wants to attack you, you could see over their head. Or if like someone wants to like hide from someone, yeah, you could see over them. You could see over a crowd of people. And I can't do that because I'm short. Well, how much is 196 centimeters in feet? Or inches? Let's see, 196. Let me see. 196. Oh, crap. Wow, oh, jeez. Dang, that's tall too. All these tall people in my chat. You know one thing about good being tall, you got a wonderful leg length. So it's hard to hide in a crowd if you're tall, yeah, but you can get away with like some not having to hem your pants or something. A long story short, I hate when tall people go to the front gate of a concert and block everyone's view. I don't really see too many tall people. Not like that much tall, but yeah, I've seen some freaking tall people. Yeah. Yeah, so Outseeker and Jim Allen, you probably have like long legs, so you probably have this, like, you don't have to worry about getting your pants tailored to be shorter or hemmed. Not short people problems. No, we don't go to concerts, especially not now. Who wants to go to a concert wearing a face mask? Just being honest here. Ah. Yeah, but did I ever tell you guys, like, my mom used to tell me, she says that she wishes I was as tall as my auntie, and my auntie is like 5'9", and I was like, Mom, if I was like, how the hell would I be 5'9"? That's what I asked my mom. I was like, how the hell am I gonna be 5'9" when you are 5'2"? Like my mom was 5'2", and my dad is like 5'11" or so, and I'm about 5'4.5". So. Yeah, but I remember my mom used to my mom was like, I wish you were as tall as your auntie. Oh, she wished, but yeah, I'm like 5 inches shorter than that. So, I don't know. If I was 5'9", oh my gosh, I wonder how that feel like, being 5'9". I'm sure some of you taller people would be like, oh, it's not that great, or oh, but There's just something so cool about it, I think, being like taller, right? Because then you could see over people's heads, you get a better view. You don't have to be short and stumpy. I know, that's what I told my mom too. I was like, why are you 5'2"? Why weren't you 5'7"? I'm 5'10". Yeah, anonymous individual's normal. I don't know, what is the typical height for the average male in the world? I don't know. But yeah, 5'10's a good height. 5'10's a good height, 5'8's a good height. Every height is good. But if you don't want to like deal with like your inseam and stuff like that, I think 5'8 is good. 5'8 and up is good. My wife is 5'4", but I have a friend that's 4'11". Tall guys get the chicks. Well, tall guys stand out a lot more, right? They're like, how would I say this? Yeah, they stand out from a crowd. But you know what? If you're tall, listen to this. If you're tall and if you have like that kind of model look, you know that model look, you can pull off some pretty cool stuff without getting things tailored. Yeah. But yeah, no, not really. It's not like all tall guys get the chicks. Because I know tall guys who are single. But if you're taller, yeah, you stand out from the competition a bit more. Literally. Literally. But yeah, I wish I was taller. The funniest things is kids just stare up at you. I don't really have that. I don't really. Oh yeah. If you're 6'6", yeah, they're probably like, "What did you have?" You know what you gotta tell kids, Jim? You gotta tell them you ate a lot of vegetables or something, or you ate a lot of meat, or you stayed away from junk food. Yeah, like I got this tall because I ate healthy, and I didn't drink soda or something like that. Like, I wish someone told me that. I actually didn't eat that much when I was in high school, and I kind of wonder if I would have been taller if I did. Yeah, it's all about what you make of it, right? But if you're taller, you know what you got over? If you're tall and you're lean, then you have like these enviable legs. So for instance, right? I know some of you guys are gonna be like, "Holy crap! Again, here she goes again." But who is tall? Chris Evans is tall. I think he's like what? He's like 6 feet, right? I think he's 6 feet. Yeah, he's 6 feet. Let's look at the images. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, you can't see his inseam. Let's see. Captain America. Is there a picture of him and his legs? Okay, I understand that not everybody looks like Chris Evans. But what I'm saying is that you look very like... It looks like a really good proportions if you have longer legs. Oh, there's no picture of him. There's no full length that I can see. Let's see. Okay, he doesn't... Okay, see these... Okay, well, let's see. Shit, hold on. Yeah, see, I feel like... Okay, maybe this isn't a good picture, but yeah. If you see how he looks like, it just has like... It just looks really good because he's taller. So everything looks longer and leaner. Oh, thank you, a long story short. So that's why I think, like, for guys, if they have, like, longer legs, it looks really nice. Same as women, too. Like, I wish my legs were about, longer. Because I only have a 28-inch inseam. So my legs are kind of short for my body. But if my legs were longer, that would have been awesome. But I gotta make do with what I have. So if any of you guys are tall, and let's say you think like, oh, I wanna look longer and leaner, then if you lose weight, then you have this enviable inseam that just looks amazing. Now I'm like Big Hero 6. He looks like he has weird stick legs. Not really. He looks, I don't know. It's, you want to talk about stick legs? Okay, let me look at this. Is this stick legs over here? Okay, his pants look not so great in my opinion. Okay, let's go to the king of skinny legs. King of skinny legs over here. I was reading online, and I shouldn't say this, but I was reading that some people, they were saying like, oh, there was this clip where he was licking his lips at another guy, and some people were saying like they thought he was gay, and I was like, I was trying to find that clip and I couldn't find it. You saw it, yeah? But yeah, I was like looking for it. I was like, oh, jeez. Look at this. Look at his arms in the same. In the photo, he actually looks. Look at his arms in that photo. He looks. What? But yeah, I was. But yeah, I can't find a bit of. Where is it? Legs. Look at this aesthetic. Is this it? Come on, move. Where's those? Oh, jeez, come on. Okay, here we go. So this is him and his girlfriend. Look at this. This guy. Okay, yeah, this is not the most proportional thing, but look at this. She's 5'4", he's 6'4". Jeez, like look how long those legs look like. Oh my goodness. Like, hold on, let me go back. His arms is as big as his thigh? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't see it. Even this one. Okay, you know what? Now I can't unsee it. Now I cannot unsee it. Okay, thank you so much, Outseeker. Now I'm looking at like the arm length versus the thigh length. And yeah, they do look pretty freaking similar. Oh. But it's still Chris Evans. Chris Evans looks great. I wish the Captain America movies didn't end, or the Avengers movie didn't end, because I was a big fan. A big Captain America fan. I still actually am a big Captain America fan. I actually wish Chris Evans has a kid so I could see how great that kid would look. Let's see. He looks okay here. Oh no! He looks... Yeah, I'm looking at the thigh length now. Who should he have a kid with? I don't know. Whoever he's happy with. I just hope his genes get passed on, you know? Same with like... Yeah, same with all my favorite Hollywood celebrities. I hope they have kids so we could see their handsome genes or beautiful genes getting passed on. Chris Evans is one of them. Gak. No, that already, yeah. Caitlyn Jenner already has kids. Kendall and Kylie, right? Biological kids, and then stepkids is like the other ones. For the most beautiful baby? Oh, I don't know. I don't think Chris Evans needs to really worry about it. I like to think Chris Evans is so aesthetic that he'll just have a great looking kid no matter what. But yeah, I'm like, how old is Chris Evans? I think Chris Evans is like 40, right? He's like 40, I think. Or maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Was he 40? Let's see. Chris Evans. I will always have a soft spot for Chris Evans because I love the Avengers movies so much. Yeah, he's 39 years old. So, let's see. What? Is Chris Evans vegan? Is he vegan? He's vegan. What? Since when did he turn vegan? Wait a second. Oh, he's pescatarian. Okay, okay. I was like, there's no way this guy is vegan. I never heard about this guy being vegan when in his Captain America days. Okay, so he became vegan in 2020. Let's see what he says. Chris Evans. Yeah, see, I didn't think he could be vegan when he was doing Captain America for sure. Wait, is this actual Chris Evans or is this the other guy? Chris Evans, television and radio presenter? No, I don't think that's Chris Evans. Okay. Because there's another Chris Evans, too. Not Captain America Chris Evans, but there's another dude whose name is Chris Evans, I think. What the hell is this? Oh, this is a fan account. Oh! Yeah, so he used to be a meat eater. But now I guess he's a fish eater. Pescatarian means you eat fish. Yeah, I was just curious about it. I was like, dang, I don't remember this guy being vegan. Oh, look at this. He says, I am single and I'm not looking to be in a relationship. Oh, Chris, you know what? I just hope you have kids one day. I would like to see your beautiful kids. You know, like Brad Pitt and Angelina's kids, Angelina Jolie's, they have some gorgeous kids. Oh my gosh. Every time I see pictures of the kids, I'm like, oh, so pretty. So handsome. Oh, Scarlett Johansson. Oh my god, Scarlett Johansson is so beautiful. Yeah, if Scarlett Johansson and Chris Evans actually had a kid together, they actually, were in a relationship. Oh my god, that kid would be so good looking. When the kid is born, you would have to put sunglasses to view that kid. It would be shining so bright. Yeah, every person loves Scarlett Johansson. I love Scarlett Johansson. She's so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, look, there's Scarlett over there. I know some people, they think Sebastian Stan is like, I like between Sebastian Stan or Chris Evans. I think Evans is more aesthetic. But I knew a few people who thought Sebastian Stan, the Bucky, they thought he was more handsome. I was like, no way, it's freaking Cap 100%. So I have a Captain America shirt here, I think. Oh, look at this. Yeah. So, yeah, look at this. People are wondering, like, who's Chris Evans' wife? I'm like, just have some kids. Have some kids so we can see your gorgeous looking kids. Chris Evans. Yeah, Chris Evans. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's why he's a Hollywood celebrity, right? You have to be on like a whole different tier of good looking. Not just like normal good looking, but like very aesthetic good looking. Like they're gonna have a very aesthetic looking guy to play Captain America, right? So yeah. I mean even the guy who played Bucky is aesthetic too. So it's like the cream of the crop kind of thing. Yeah. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna get going. But I will talk to you guys later. I liked having this little conversation with you, and thank you so much for the donation. A long story short, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't. I wonder if Scarlett Johansson's doing anything. I'd be curious about that. Yeah. Oh, and my beef liver pills came in today. My grass-fed beef liver pills. Oh, I'll see how that turns out. Maybe it'll be better for me, but I have to take 6 of these. 6 of these grass liver pills a day. It's they're freaking big pills too. So yeah. Did I do an update? An update about what? On the guy who got robbed on the subway? No, they didn't find the guy. They didn't find the guy, and they didn't find the victim either, long story short. They're still searching for him. Both of them, I heard. Yeah, so. Anyway, you guys. Influencer's home, so I'll talk to you guys later. And, I don't know where Tub Tub is. My handsome man. He's somewhere. I think he's sleeping on his cardboard scratcher. But yeah, see ya.